Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Investigation with your girl Shannel. Now, we're going to jump straight into the case of Jacqueline Smith, aka Jacky Oh, because we're still trying to figure out who betrayed Jacky Oh. Now, we kind of touched on the main characters, okay? We kind of touched on her father. We kind of touched on DC. We kind of touched on the doctor a little bit, but I think the rabbit hole gets a little deeper than that. Okay, and we're gonna jump off into that rabbit hole. But first, girl, I want to shout out to my 5195 subscribers. Okay, we almost at 52 subscribers. 5,200 subscribers, girl. Don't get it twisted. Give it up for us, y'all. Give it up for us. We growing, baby. Yes. Hey, we growing. Okay. So, 5 subscribers away from 5,200. We almost there. I appreciate everybody who come out and support the channel. Because, girl, I just be over here throwing them hands, baby. I just be over here throwing them hands and y'all just be rocking with me. And I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Okay. You have no idea. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate my members. I appreciate the watchers, girl. I appreciate the people who watch because y'all really be watching. Y'all putting that watch time. Y'all got that watch time going up, okay? And I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the people who just come in and hit that like button, okay? I don't even ask for likes, and y'all come in and hit that like button. I appreciate that. I appreciate people who donate to the channel. I appreciate my people who come over into the website and book their personal readings. I appreciate that. I appreciate my haters, honey, because, honey, I done had a couple videos go viral over there on the TikTok. And I think it'd be the haters who be promoting it, okay? It'd be the haters that be pushing it. So I appreciate the haters as well, because that's how you know you're going viral, baby. Honey, your haters come in full force, baby. It's like, wait a minute, girl, where all this hate come from? It's like, girl, you're going viral. Okay, right? So you gotta let your haters be your motivation, even though they are annoying, okay? But they do motivate you, girl. They let you know that, baby, you're being seen, you're being watched, honey. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, okay? So let's get back into the reading, girl. Now, listen. Now, this rabbit hole we about to go into, okay? Girl, I was just over there scrolling, baby, just like everybody do on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the Google, okay, on the Twitter, okay? I'm just over there scrolling because I just want to know who is surrounding her in her last days, who was supporting her, who. And it's just a lot of different characters, different people. And I just wish I kind of was watching her before, kind of, on her YouTube, because I just kind of jumped in now. So I don't, so I don't know who knew, who been there. Okay, is this how they always act? Is that how their relationship go? Well, it is. So what I have to do is just read the energy of the room, read the energy of the friendship. Because you don't have those type of friendships that, you may have been best friends from day one. Your A1 day one, you call it. And then for some reason, as you grow, as you get older, the relationship seems a little different. It seems something seems off, okay? And you're like, I know I haven't done nothing. So, and it's like, you start looking at your girl sideways, but it's like, by the time you look at her sideways, she already done did about 2 or 3 things. You done looked over it. So it's just like, I wonder, was Jacky looking over some things? Were people really her friends, or just maybe I'm just reaching? So, girl, let's get into it. So now, I did this reading about who betrayed Jacky. And there's a couple people there that popped up. But we wanted to know, the main question is, when it comes to Miss Jacky O, is who was part of her team? Because, celebrities have a team, right? Okay. And I thought that Jacky was just a YouTuber. So most YouTubers don't just have a team off top, okay? But she also was the partner of DC Young Fly, okay, and he's on Wild 'N Out, and I guess that's on TV. You can kind of say that's TV, He ain't A-list, but and I think he will eventually. I think he did the deed to rise to the top, if you will. But back to the story. So who's part of her team? And I kind of found out that Jacky was also doing movies, okay. So Jacky got a couple of movies, okay. She got a little her IBM, I think it's IBMS, something like that. She got a good little resume when it comes to movies. because she just did Scheme Queens with 3 other women. Okay, so first you want to think part of a team. Who would be part of her team? Okay, so she needs a manager, right? Who is her manager? Okay, so this guy popped up. Okay, his name is Marcuse. Now, and it's like, because I Googled who was her manager, and I was just scrolling through the internet, and this article came up from AOL News. And it's at the top, it says that Jackie was making a quote. It says, "I do a lot." She said, "but being a mommy is my favorite." She captured the post. "God chose me 3 times. I promise I never take it for granted." She said, "I'm so damn blessed, man. Happy Mother's Day, mommies." Okay. So she felt like she was very blessed to being a mother. She took pride in being a mother. Hence the mommy makeover. But if you know, the mommy makeover is not for the kids. Okay? Let's just keep it real. The mommy makeover is for the mommy. Okay? The mommy to get back to feeling good, to how she, probably get closer to what she once was before the kids. Because I think when people say they want a mommy makeover, I guess they're saying that this is my final kid. I got my 3 kids. I got my 2. In her case, she got her 2 girls and her boy. She felt like she was done having kids, I guess. But, girl, the way DC was humping the casket and humping the head of the casket at the funeral, girl, he said he wanted 10. So, I wonder, was he mad at Jackie? Because it just came to me. This just literally came to me. This ain't even part of the presentation. Was he mad at Jackie because she was finalizing by saying, well, I don't know if she finalized it, but I'm just saying with the mommy makeover, you're not going to do a mommy makeover then have 3 more kids, would you? Is that what y'all doing out there? Let me know. Let me know, because I don't know. Because I just literally found out about the surgeries that the black girls was getting surgeries. Now, I always wonder, how did Janet Jackson lose all that weight fast? You'll see her thick one moment, like almost big girl, like, and the next minute she on stage with a 6-pack. It's like, how did Janet do that? I never even thought surgery until eventually I started thinking it. So I'm like, okay, maybe celebrities are doing the surgery, but I didn't know that the regular girls. I didn't know the regular girls was doing it until probably like 5 years ago, and I was so shocked. Okay, I should have been able to tell, honey, because them girls in Atlanta bottoms were getting out of control. It's like, that can't be real. I was trying my best to do the math. I'm like, how do you have a waist that small and a butt that big? Because every time I gain weight, the waist gains, and every time I lose weight, the waist gets small, but then the butt gets small too. I just couldn't figure it out. Now I know, girl. So, girl, I was a little late to the party, baby, but baby, I'm here. Okay, so anyway, so now back to what I was saying. Jackie was so, like I said, I wonder, was DC mad about that, but I don't know. But at the funeral, he done humped the casket, pretty much the head of the casket. Did a big old hump, like, and she know I want 7 more. And the whole crowd, the Saturday Night Live crew, everybody was clapping. It's like, come on with the soundtrack, with the audience soundtrack. The soundtrack they used to put on the shows back in the day, like on Bill Cosby show and the Huxtables. Yeah, it's like, stop with the Family Ties soundtrack. I don't want to even hear it no more. So, but let's get back to this, girl, because I'm all over the place at this point. So back to Mark, girl. Look like Mark done snatched off his lace front too many times wrong, baby. He didn't put the glue. He didn't take the glue off proper at all, or he just got a receding hairline, one of the two. But either way, Mark made a comment, and he says, O's manager, he called her O's, like her last name is O, I guess, even though that's a stage name, but that's what we call it. He says, they said O's manager, Mark Marcuse, told Today.com that no further information about her death is available, while emphasizing the legacy O leaves behind. Jackie wasn't just beautiful. She was really intelligent, hardworking, a loving mother, and it's really tragic, Marcuse said in a statement. That isn't hindsight 2020 discussion for the deceased, but how we all felt about her when she was alive and well as well. It's a horrible situation for her adorable kids. She will be sorely missed. Okay, so we got a manager coming out speaking out, and it's just so funny. I just always be wondering, like, how is your manager coming out speaking on your behalf before even your family does? Before anybody in your family does, your manager does. Well, we're gonna find out later on why managers come out and speak and not the artists most of the time. Okay, so now we found her manager. At least he's speaking on her like he's her manager. So He's her manager right now. Okay, he's speaking on her death, so he's a recent manager. So who is he? Okay, now Mark got his start on. Do y'all remember that show back in the day that came out? It was called Average Joe. It was one of the reality shows that came out, and it's like, if this is where a reality show is going, I'm done with it. Okay, it was like one of those shows that, did I tune in or did I not? I don't quite remember it. But I seem like I probably would have tuned in because I would have wanted to laugh, okay? Because what it is about, it's like almost like The Bachelor, but it's a woman that's up there, and she's looking for I guess a date, a man out of a bunch of incels, a bunch of men who normally wouldn't get a date, pretty much a bunch of nerds, okay? And it's called The Average Joe. And so I guess you have to pick the best average Joe. I know I didn't watch it because I don't see why I wouldn't, because it seemed like it would be a good laugh, a good kiki. But I did not watch it because I don't even know how it went or why it went that way, girl. But I think by that time I was like, girl, I'm about done with reality. Is this where it's going to go? But this came out in 2003, and he was a contestant on this show, Mark. So that's how he got his start in Hollywood. He went on this show. I don't know if he got picked or not, but I guess he started his own management company. Okay, so now as I Googled his name, a bunch of other articles came up, and this article stuck out to me, which it says, this article is titled "The Curse of Reality TV." Okay, people go on TV to become stars. The reality results is often something else. Okay, and he pretty much, how he sums it up is how people go on to reality show and they start drinking, doing all type of substances and everything like that, and then their life pretty much go to hell. And they talk about how this article is talking about how the Osbournes, okay, Sharon Osbourne and her kids went to the left. Okay, that's mainly what this is all about. How people come on TV just for fame, and fame is not what it cracked up to be. Okay, if fame is almost like being the D man, being a dope man in the community. It's like, what D man do you ever see retire? Okay, other than when he go to prison or jail. Okay, or when do he ever get to enjoy the fruit of his labors? Okay, he always hiding, looking over his shoulder. When do he get to go and say, okay, I'm done, let me take my billions or millions, whatever he made, and go live a good life? It don't happen. So Mark is saying the same thing when it comes to reality TV. He said there's no happy ever after when it comes to reality TV. Okay, he said it is a fairly typical contract. He's talking about the contract that he signed right here. This is another article, and he was saying how when he went on to his show, he had a lawyer to look over his contract and all that stuff like that before he signed it. Now he says few people who go on reality TV. This is what he said. He said it's a fairly typical contract. He said few contestants read their contracts or have a lawyer read it. Mark Hughes says. He says, you're going to be on effing TV. It could say, give me your firstborn child, and they'll sign it. They want fame. Mark Hughes would know because he went on to the Average Joe show. He said even though he looked over his contract, his lawyer told him, he said it is possible to make an informed decision about the consequences of the pages that's on the contract, because especially when the people who are signing it are in a crisis or some type of mental illness. And he says, no, which is why I hand my contract to a lawyer, and my lawyer said, I would never sign this contract. And Mark Hughes says, and I signed it anyway. Okay, so Mark Hughes just wanted that fame, baby. He said he was advised by his lawyer to never sign anything like that. And he said he signed it anyway. And he said most people who come into reality TV have some type of crisis, which means they probably can't pay their bills. They probably needed money real bad, and something like that, because they all got a story to tell. And he said that they give them pages upon pages of contracts, knowing that they're not going to read it. Because 9 times out of 10, they probably don't have the highest education. And even people with the highest education still go get their contract looked over by lawyers. Well, Mark said, but most of these people don't. He said they probably look at the first page for a second, honey. And he said they go and sign it anyway. Okay? And notice the key word, he said they'll give up their firstborn child and sign it anyway, even though they know it says that. Okay? That leads us right to our next point. Okay? Mr. Keith. Okay? Mr. Keith is Jackie's daddy, okay? His name is Keith Smith, okay? He raised her as a single father. Now, you know I did a reading on him as well. Go check that reading out. Now, you heard his speech, okay? And you saw what the reading said, okay? Now, that tells us from the speech and what the reading said about Mr. Keith. Mr. Keith ain't read no contract. And if he did, he didn't recognize anything that was on there, or he did not comprehend anything that was on that contract. If he signed it for Jackie, okay, because Jackie said that Mr. Keith was her best friend, because she did not have her mother. Her mother wasn't never there. To what I would not know, to what I think I know, okay, because I don't know for sure, but I don't think she knew her mother, and her father raised her as a single father. Okay, and he let you know that his rib is white, okay, and that's why he married a white woman. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you gotta go check out Mr. Keith's eulogy to his daughter. And no, it wasn't actually to her, but it was at her memorial, because he barely spoke on her. But that's neither here nor there, okay? But that kind of tells you the relationship. Now, she said he was her best friend. Now, remember, we kind of established that Jacqueline don't have the best judgment of character, because some of the people around her were kind of fishy. And even the way DC talked to her sometime, and she kind of laughed it off and thought it was cute, okay? And so I wonder, was her father kind of the same way? Was he the original DC Fly? Because look how he's holding her right here. He's still kind of leaned back. Like, with a cute little baby like that, why would you be leaned back from your baby? You're going to be more embracing, especially when they that little like that. They like little Care Bears. They like little teddy bears. You're constantly holding and embracing. So he kind of pulled back. And I can only think of, why would you pull back from your baby? And it's only one occasion that you will pull back from your baby. It's just like if they just pooped or something, just, and they leaking out the pamper, maybe, okay? That's the only one time that you're like, oh, girl, let me go change you, or something like that. But you're still not going to be, like, neglectful. And I don't think you'll take a picture in that poop type of moment, right? So that tells me that she didn't have poop on her. That just the energy that he was letting out, whether he knew it or not, or recognized it or not. That don't mean that he didn't love her. It just was, the energy tell me it was some separation there, okay? And I'm assuming at this time life was hard for him, because he had the little baby and the mama was gone. So he was heartbroken and had a little baby to raise. And he, a young black man, missing his rib at this point, okay? So I know it was hard for him. But back to the contract. Remember, Mark said you'll sign and give up your firstborn child. Jackie was his firstborn child. Now, I'm not saying there's no proof. I don't see nothing on the internet that said that Mr. Keith was her manager, or that Mr. Keith even signed her over to anything. Okay, this is a rabbit hole that I slipped into. I'm just sliding right now, baby. I'm just sliding. Okay. Now, next we got old Mark. We're going back to old Mark again, because I feel like he plays a role in this mystery, this mommy makeover mystery, because he also was around when Lamar Odom, two friends passed away, and also when Lamar had his little bunny ranch situation, where he almost left the earth, but Lamar fought to be here, honey. Lamar said he wasn't ready to go. Okay, he still got an assignment. Now, Lamar don't know what the assignment is, and we don't need it, but that ain't for us to know, honey. He's still trying to figure it out. Hopefully he figures it out soon, okay? But they said this article is about Lamar Odom resurfaces after two of his friends passes away. Wait a minute, was Lamar clone, girl? Now that I think about it, was Lamar clone? Because when they clone you, you don't have the same talent that you once had, so that's why Lamar couldn't go back to basketball. Girl, we might have to look into that. Do y'all care? Let me know in the comment section. If not, we moving on. But either way, Lamar Odom friends was found from some type of IV drug abuse overdose. Okay, they both were. Two of his friends, I don't know who the second friend was. I just know one was the little friend that was on his show with Chloe. But Mark also, he made a comment saying that it's a personal intrusion and makes it harder to go through the healing process. He's saying that pretty much reality TV life can damage your real life, especially when you're dealing with personal issues. So he pretty much, it's like Mark comes in and creeps in when the person can't speak for themselves, he comes in and kind of make a comment about your personal life, and then he'll say how reality TV, that's just how it goes in reality TV. Okay? And then he moves on with his life. He make a 2-sentence comment, and then he moves on. Okay? But then in these comments that he made, he said Mark speaks on behalf of clients because most clients cannot speak to the media due to their contracts. Okay? And those who do speak pay a large monetary penalty. So that's the answer to the question, because I asked, like, why can't these people speak on their own? I wish a manager would come out and speak for me. Well, Mark said, if you sign your, I guess, life away, because it's like, honey, I don't care. You have managers at your job. I wish a manager would come out and say, oh, she couldn't come into McDonald's today because, yeah, she had personal issues. And, like, Susan, please. Girl, you don't know me, Shirley. You don't know me. You don't know my personal life. Like, girl, stop. But you know what I'm saying? That don't seem right. But Mark said in Hollywood it's different than the average job, I guess. Okay. He said it's better than the average job because you got fame. And so you signed your, I guess, life away, your firstborn child away for fame and money. And if you speak on anything, even your own personal life, there are some large monetary penalties that you will have to pay. Girl. So how did Jackie find the doctor? Okay, Mark, how did Jackie find the doctor? That's what we want to know. Because this doctor that we all know is pretty much Freddy Krueger. Okay, he pretty much was. It's clear it was a promo, which means she probably was getting free services for exchange of his services. Okay, and promo for services type of thing. That's how the girls do it, and then they make sure they do the girls perfect or the best of their ability, if you will. And then when you go in, the regular followers or subscribers or whoever you are to your person who just got the BBL, they just rush and do you in a kind of way, slap you around like a piece of turkey or ham for Thanksgiving. And we don't even do our turkey and ham for Thanksgiving that rough, but they just slap you around. They be dancing on the TikTok while your butt up in the air. It's like the disrespect. And girls be still booking, still calling and booking, girl, on What's Up app. That's a scam already. Baby, if I can't call you on my regular phone, baby, we ain't talking. Okay? We ain't WhatsApping and all that. Girl, no, we're not doing that. Okay? So, Dr. Krueger, okay, he said he did his job. But if you go to his page, girl, don't his page look like he just pretty much cut somebody open and stapled them back up and then took a picture trying to say he did a perfect job? It's like, sir, it don't look like you did nothing. It just seemed like you mutated this lady for pictures. Okay? It's like, no, this lady like she had nothing done, sir. Oh my goodness! I can't even watch. I can't even go to his page and look. It's so I saw it. It's cringy. Okay, I can't even look at him. And I guess he lead with his good looks. Okay, or what you think is good looks. And then people go to you, but it's like Jackie. All you had to do was a simple review, and you would have saw that he had bad reviews. Girl, all I had to do was put in Dr. Zach. I didn't even have to put in his whole name. And it was bad review after bad reviews. Okay? The stars was very low. Okay? You want him over you with a scalpel? Oh my God. Why you naked? Oh no. No ma'am. No ma'am. And like I said, this alleged, because I wasn't there. I'm just reading the reviews of his clients. And I'm just seeing what happened to her. And remember, the promo is the best of his work. And if that's the best of his work, you see the results. Okay? Oh, let's move on. So it's like, girl, how did you book this? Okay. Well, look at Mr. Mark. I went to Mr. Mark Marquez's LinkedIn. Okay, so he's the owner of Real Management, which is his management company, where he's, sends reality stars out to different, I guess, different shows. So was Jackie an extra on Wild 'N Out? Or a reoccurring person? Like sometimes you can be an extra on the show, and if they like you, they'll invite you to come back. So if he was her manager, okay, that means she was like almost like a temporary person. Like he would hire, like they would, like if you are extra, you can be hired out. You can work through a management company who will send you out to different jobs when they need extra people. Okay, and then between those extras, sometimes those extras can be picked to be a stand-in. They can be upgraded. Okay, and I wonder, was she upgraded or was she just always an extra that was sent in all the time? Okay, because I don't think she was regular, but I don't know. But either way, Mark was her manager. So he also had that company. Then he also had some type of company called Jefferson Health. Okay, and it's like Jefferson Health. What is that? So he mainly talk about his, how he sent people to RuPaul's Race and stuff like that. Love is Blind. He sent people to the Bachelorette, 90 Day Fiance. He's sending people to all that type of stuff. All his people have different type of appearances on those shows. Now, I went to Jefferson Health, the website that he had on his thing. It says it's a leading and affirming care. It says, don't delay necessary health care. Our specially trains in LGBTQIA plus providers practice in safe and inclusive settings. Okay, did y'all read what I just read? It says, so this Jefferson Health specialized in the LGBT. So it seems like it kind of helps into people transitioning, which means, and he said in safe and inclusive settings, which means it's not a typical setting. It's not one where your name will be known. You'll be like almost down low, if you will. That's kind of what I'm picking up, okay? And it's LGB, which means you're going to be able to go and get your transition done with these doctors. These doctors understand transition. Did Jackie go into a transition doctor, okay, to get her care versus a certified trained doctor? And what's this doctor on that list? Because when you go to the Jefferson Health website, I guess I didn't put that up. But, okay, here it is. It says you can find a doctor. You can be seen today. And then you can find a location for your doctor. Okay? So it seems like she probably went through him to get her doctor. Okay? Because he's the manager. So you would think that he would be able to give her the best recommendation. So you think, right? Okay? Because he's been in the business, he said, for 19 years. Now, I don't know who he is over this Jefferson. He said he was the owner, I think. He's the owner of Real Management and Jefferson Health. So, I guess he says he owned this. So, I guess he kind of rearranges for the LGBTQ. If you want to transition from man to woman, woman to man, he can help you. He got doctors who specialize in that. And so, I'm assuming Jackie went to him for that type of surgery, because ain't that kind of what you're doing? You're kind of doing the same thing. And they provided her with the service and the inclusive location. So we're going to pull some energy on him, because him being an incel and Jackie being a beautiful woman, it just already give me creepy vibes. It's like, Jackie, why would you even pick him to be your manager? It's like I'm questioning Jackie's mentality. But then again, did y'all see the cards for her daddy? So I'm kind of, was she just a pretty face? And I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused, because he couldn't be my manager. He couldn't be my manager. All those weird articles. I didn't even show you all the articles. He was saying that ain't nothing wrong with, he said that if you go to a set and they serve you alcohol and you drink it and then you act bad or something bad happened to you on the set, pretty much, I'm kind of paraphrasing, then that's your own responsibility. It's like you can't get mad at somebody if they have if somebody told me to pull out this is what he said. This is his example. If somebody told me to pull out this and use it, and I do it, who's to blame, them or me? He's like, it'll be me if you took. So he's saying that if somebody gave you alcohol and you act the fool and you ruined your life on set, that's on you. He said you're a responsible person. He also said that, if you sign your life away to fame, that's on you. He just got a lot of weird articles that he be saying kind of like weird stuff. It's like you could phrase that a little bit better than that, but okay, go off. So let's see, who is he? Let's see, is he a good guy? Is this somebody that Jackie could trust, okay, when it comes to, her surgery? So let's find out, Divine Angels, if you could give me the best cards from this deck to describe who is Marcuse, okay? When it comes to Jackie, who is Mark? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lord have mercy. We got the child nature. It speaks about they had a friendship. Like, okay, so the light attributes, when I read light attributes, that's about what he shows to the world. And the shadow attributes is maybe not what he shows to the world, only what he shows behind closed doors. So the light attribute says he has friendship and animals, and he also communicate with nature spirits. Now, behind closed doors, it says he has a tendency to abuse animal, people, and the environment. Okay, so you think he hugging that bunny, but baby, he probably squeezing that bunny. Okay, next we got the thief card. Okay, he's showing up as a thief for her, somebody that's going to be taken. So the light attribute says shed light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So he thinking he that man, he that dude, okay, he that nigga. Okay, but the shadow attribute speaks about he steals money, creative ideas, and affection, and other powers you think you lack. So whatever he lacking in his life, he feel like he takes it from people. So whatever he was lacking in his life, he probably took it from Jackie, or he's showing up as a thief. Okay, showing like somebody that cares, but he really had his own type of motive, which is to take some type of money, idea, affection, or something that's so. And it's the fact that it has affection here. Girl, not nobody determined. Please don't do that again. Give me a minute, girl. It's a determination for me. Okay, so we got the thief card here again, stealing money, and then it says also stealing affection, which is concerning to me. Stealing affection, and the fact that he got that heart there in his jacket, it's like, sir, you just the manager, okay? Just because Jackie come in and being nice, don't you hate when you be nice to somebody like him, and then you just being nice because probably nobody else is being nice, and then or you just being nice because you're a nice person, and they take it too far to the point that you got to kind of check them, and it's like, I didn't even want to check you like that, but it's like I have to let you know. It's like, no. And then we got this thief here. Like, did she reject him in some kind of way like I just did? Girl, let me know. But we got gambler here. It's like the light attribute speaks about willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. So he may have been doubted a lot in his life, but the shadow attribute speaks about relying on luck rather than hard work, relying on other people talent than his own hard work. Because he only did that one show, and then he opened up this management thing, and then he started talking all this crap in these articles. Because he's showing up as a wounded child. It speaks about awakened compassion and desires to serve others that he thinks are wounded children as well. Ooh, opening the learning path of forgiveness. So Jackie would definitely be showing up as a wounded child, so he probably related to Jackie. Okay, feel like he took her in. But then the shadow attributes, what did you take her in to do? It says blames all dysfunctional relationships on your childhood wounds. Resist moving on through forgiveness. Again, not forgiveness. It's somebody he's not able to forgive. Have an issue with forgiveness. Probably with women. Next we got a networker. Okay, he networking, honey. He got the getting booked and busy, so that's a good thing. It's like enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So yeah, he's speaking on her behalf for sure, you know, when it comes to networking and putting the information out there to the media. But it also conveys information only for personal gains and spreads fears and falsehoods. And that's what I have to say that he kind of was doing with those articles. Spreading all type of false, I wouldn't say falsehood because he said he's speaking his truth, but it's kind of like some type of fear. But then, like I said, is he being fearful? Or is he just telling you the truth? Because he's saying at the middle of things, he was showing up as somebody that's stealing and taking of affection. Okay, maybe wanting some type of affection in return. Okay, and it's speaking about wealth, taking wealth, but that he's also is a wounded child that gambles a lot. But his nature is also as a child because he probably spent a lot of time alone. I'm just assuming with him, he spent a lot of time alone. That instead of being friends with the animals that would come up to you and be friends with you, you being mean to them. So it's almost like those weird people. And I say weird because it's like your thinking is off, because the people who are being mean to you, you don't fight for yourself and be mean back to them. But then when somebody come and befriend you, you get so attached to the point that you end up wanting to hurt them some kind of way. It's like, that's weird energy. Like, that's your friend. Okay, you don't do that to your friend, but girl. So yeah, we got his nature is wounded. Okay, and I think that's probably how he connected with Jackie. Okay, they probably networked. They probably met each other out somewhere. He probably started telling what he can do, what he can't do. Probably met her and her father out in the mall somewhere. Girl, ain't no telling where he met these folks at. And his dad, and because she want to get into Hollywood, and I guess he did do it because he's still her manager to this day. If he was her manager at the beginning, did Daddy sign it away blindly? Okay, because we got the blind card here because he came in offering something. Okay, you know how them shiesty people back in the day used to open up their jacket, tell I got what you want, got what you need, I got what you need, and they was in need at that time. Okay, and it probably her daddy gambled. Okay, and she blindly walked into it. Okay, because she's a wounded child, didn't have nobody. They probably connected together. And then he started networking and putting her out there because really Jackie got the face for the TV. So all you gotta do is really introduce her, put her through the door. She can easily be a wild and out girl. She can easily be an extra because they be wanting a nice face sometimes. Sometimes they be, especially in Atlanta, they'll tell you what they're looking for, and she probably meet it. Okay, she can go in, I guess, be a black girl. She can go in be a white girl. She can go in be all type of things. Okay, but it seemed like she could have possibly walked in blindly with him. Okay, and attached almost some type of soul tie. They attach some type of way. So let's pull some cards on. I want to pull from the tarot cards. Okay. What is this? I'm going to go ahead and pull it from this one. Okay, let's see. What's the energy around Mark and Jackie before her surgery? Okay, what involvement did Mark have when it comes to Jackie's surgery? What involvement did Mark have when it comes to Jackie's surgery? Okay. We got a little involvement. Ooh, we got a little involvement here, girl. Okay. We got this Ace of Pentacles. It seems like either he presented the opportunity or, like I said, with that, he said, hey, I know somebody who could do the surgery for little to no pentacles. Or did he give her the pentacles to go? Okay. But it's like there's something being given here. Okay. Either she giving him money in exchange for services, or he's giving her an opportunity. That he presented the opportunity to her. Okay. With the Ace of Pentacles. Next we got the Four of Swords energy. It's like Jackie may have thought about it. Okay. But then again, it's also giving me her laying on the table for the surgery. Okay. Look at all the swords energy. The sword. Four swords energy. But this also gives me, you should have thought about it a little bit more before you jumped into it. Okay. But I think she probably trusted. If this is what it's saying, it seems like she probably trusted him because, he owned it. He been getting her booked and busy. So she went up under the knife with the Four Swords energy. It's like it. Now the Four Swords also can give me a lot of anxiety. Okay, stress. But just really needing to think about it a little bit longer. But I don't think you did. Okay, because you too busy trying to get the perfect body with this Empress energy. So he probably, the doctor probably made some type of promises. And Jackie, this was Jackie's goal, this Empress goal, because she knows she had just had kids. The Empress is also, a mother figure. She's also somebody that, she provides nourishment to you. Hence the fruits she have on her hands. But we got emphasis on the boobs. But then how this looks so. Did the mummy makeover include rejuvenation of any kind down here? Because this also giving me that Mark also saw her as being beautiful. Okay, and he probably saw her in an intimate type of way as well. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't there. Okay, cause I just see him watching. Next, we got the Two of Swords energy. It's like things became kind of connected between personal and real life, personal and business life. Let me turn this thing off because ain't nothing that important unless it's money. Okay, it's like a Two of Swords energy, and I still didn't turn it off, so watch it do it again. We got this Two of Swords energy. Somebody is kind of confused between personal life and real life, almost like delusional, okay, or being stuck in between a situation and not making a move, not taking the blindfolders off, not moving forward because you hooked or you stuck, okay. Somebody got their hooks in you. Oh, we got this 3 of Swords energy. Lord, did Jackie have her hooks in him? Did this incel get hooked on Jackie in some type of way with this Empress energy and got heartbroken? Or is he sad that she's gone? Okay, let's see what's the energy behind these two. Let's pull from this deck. I want to know. So we got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a giving, making offers, presenting something to you. Like he presented something to her concerning a surgery, because this 4 of Swords just looks just like her laying on the table, pretty much laying on the table, getting the surgery done, okay, from head to toe, the mummy makeover, okay, with this 4 of Swords energy. Need to kind of think about it, okay, but the only thing she's thinking about is this Empress energy. And it seems like he thinking about this Empress energy too. The body, okay, mesmerized with it, okay. Would not be surprised if he was not there watching her while the surgery was going on, girl. I'm just picking that up, okay, for some reason. Because the way how she looking here, because remember she on the table here. And you see how they be on the table. And he just looking at all the fruits, because it's just like that's his opportunity to get the fruits, to see the fruits for finally, honey. Very much stuck into personal, like you confused about personal and business life, baby. It was all business, nothing personal. But there's this heartbroken energy here. Like, did he make an offer to his heart, with his heart, instead of, and you know how, girl, you know how it can get creepy with some people. It's like your intuition is off about him, but it's like, oh, but he's such a nice guy, and you know, and he got so much going on for him, and then he got opportunities, and he was on the show, and you know, he is helping me, and then all along he helped you with some type of motive, like he kind of giving his heart, like he almost falling in love, okay, mesmerized by you. I'm just seeing him standing in the, not in, if not in the room, girl, if there was a glass or something, or a door where you can stand back and watch, like, you know how they had the babies in the nursery and you can stand outside and watch the babies. It's almost like that. Like he could watch the surgery, and while the surgery going on with this sword energy, while things going on, it's like almost mesmerizing. I don't know why I picked that up, because he got childhood wounds, remember? And I just see him doing that to the animals too. Like the animals come over, be his friend. They say, no, the bunny ear is off, and they say, no, the bunny leg is off. And it's like, what happened to the bunny? Thought you loved them. Okay, because he hurt and pain. Okay, so that's just what I'm picking up from him. So let's just see. Let's pull a little bit more on this energy real fast, real quick, because we're not going to get into the second person, because this reading went too long. So we got a part 2 to this. A second person that's on the team that we about to pull up. It's a female. Okay, so you're going to have to stay tuned to that. But let's go ahead and finish up on him real fast, real quick, because I can't believe I spent this much time on him. But I think he is a main player, because he is the manager, and he also the one that's speaking on her, and he also, manager would be the one that's going to be scheduling stuff, would they not? Okay, and then you kind of trust them. You don't kind of go behind your manager to kind of say, let me make sure this is valid. You just assume it's valid because it's what you pay him to do. Okay, so let's see what's the energy with this deck behind Mr. Marcuse and Jacqueline Smith energy at the time of her passing, her surgery. Okay, this deck wanted to speak. Let's go ahead and rack it up. Oh, okay. We got somebody that's out trick or treating, baby. Somebody looking for treats, baby. Those free treats. You know, that free candy, free goodies. Okay, you want to go around to people that you don't know and get free goodies. And then, 3 people here again. Okay, we got somebody got the costume on. We got somebody with mask on, covering up. Okay, but you out there, because this is when the freaks come out. You know, the freaks like to come out during Halloween because they can come out and be normal. but be they weirdest self. Okay, so it says we're here. Okay, that's what it say. We're here, which means he was there with her. That's what allegedly. That's what I'm picking up. We're here. Okay, so he was there with her. He probably showed up with her. That's kind of what I'm picking up. We're here, or he probably even sent a text. We're here. We're at the location. Okay, I'm just picking that up because it's 5. So it's like it's you acting like it's a positive thing, but then it's really negative with this 5. Okay. And look how we're here, girl. No, get away from my door. Okay. And then they got brews and honey. They got tricks and treats, baby. They got their own little bag of treats. Already ready to go, brewing and ready to go. We got just like a man here, this female, and we don't know what that is. We don't know what that is, girl. Let's go. Okay. Mend a broken heart fairy. This card showed up in her investigation with the doctor. Okay. Healing from heartbreak. So again, we got this heartbroken energy here. Okay. Why is he heartbroken? You just a manager. Now, he could be heartbroken because he's losing money or something like that. But this is healing. It's speaking about healing again, which tells me, was he there during the healing process? Okay. Was he in the room or there to help her heal? Okay. After this doctor had did his thing. Okay. Because this card showed up for the doctor during the healing process. And then think about heart. I think it was an issue with her heart. Like somebody done mended up the heart and put a little band-aid on it, which the band-aid could have been some type of medication to kind of stop bleeding or to stop something, just to get her out of his presence, just for her to go into healing and say, oh, that's caused from healing. That's caused from this. That's caused from that. That's not what I did. Okay. You know, so it's giving me cover up. Okay. Putting the band-aid on it. Okay. Also, it gives me eclipse mermaid, girl. We got a different type of mermaid now. This is the night mermaid. We had a sewer mermaid before. Now we got the eclipse mermaid. It's like a powerful energy shift. So the energy shift between these two, okay? Something switched from good to bad, from dark to night. Again, remember you showing up with these treats, okay? And it's like, with this 5, it's like what changed? What? This heartbroken energy, this energy of you confusing personal life with business life, getting those mixed up all in your head. And then we got this eclipse mermaid. So some type of powerful energy shift occurred here between these two. Okay. Okay. And it falls right between the thief and the empress. Okay. And him gambling. Okay. Risking it all, baby. With the 44, we got the fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. So this did somebody give her something that they claimed was natural, give her something that look at this person green with envy. And they got a pill in their hand. It looked like a pill to me at this moment. Okay, I don't know what it is in her hand, but it's like something natural. World needs you. A natural, the world needs you. Fairy of the green world. And then it's also giving me money, green with envy. Okay, but look how she looked very suspicious. Next we got the witch at the end of the world. Is he the witch at the end of the world? An important end for a new beginning. So somebody at the end of the world was waiting for something to happen with this time clock, waiting for time to change, waiting for the time. Because in order for them to have their new beginning, something had to end here with Miss Jacky Oh. The lightning had to strike, baby. Okay, so it seemed like he may be getting some type of orders or working with somebody, a feminine energy that's envious, very envious. Okay, she got a heartbroken energy too. I'm picking it up. Because is this her right here? Mad and angry. Talking about we're here. You're a friend now. We got the 3 witchy sisters. So he know about the 3 witches. Okay, he know about the power of 3. Again, the person here, the power of 3. That's what the cards say. Definitely 3 people. Okay, he look like he part of the 3. A clockwork pumpkin. Okay, so he the pumpkin here. He the person that's disguising himself as one thing and he's another thing. A wonderful idea, the aha moment. So it seems like he came up with the idea. He put all the missing pieces together. Okay. Next we got Candy Cane Angel. It's time for a treat. again, I feel like it was a treat to kind of watch and see this thing happen, like to finally see her in that situation. We got these 3 little witches here. We got the mermaid at the end of the road, honey. We got the witch here. It's almost giving 5 people, like maybe 3 people was there present. But then it's 2 people that probably wasn't there that also kind of coordinated some things, okay, and got some things coordinated along with him. Okay, I'm picking up the energy of him kind of being there allegedly, because he's the manager. Wouldn't he go with her? Okay. So let's pick up, what's his mentality? What is the mentality for Mark Marquez when it comes to Jacky Oh? What is his mentality when it comes to Jacky Oh? Uh-oh. Girl, no. This ain't looking manager-like. Okay, we got intensity. It seemed like they had some type of intense relationship. And you see this is moving forward energy with high intensity. The foundation. So the foundation of them two was kind of intense. At least him. When it comes to him, he moving forward, baby. He saw Jackie, baby. He was doing. It's almost like I see him right now, just doing anything to make her happy. Like, you want to be on this show? I'm working hard for you. At the beginning, he was working hard for her because he thought she was beautiful. He was just working. I just see him just up all night, making sure he get, the parts that she want. I see him working very hard. Like, she was his motivation. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing with this card. Okay. Next, I saw possibilities. Oh, baby, he saw possibilities, honey. He like, you're going to be a star. He like, this is his breakout artist, honey. So it was a lot of possibility. Again, with this foundation card, it's like she's setting up a good foundation for him, and he's setting up a good foundation for her. Okay? Soaring and watching. You see this bird is watching like a hawk, though. He watching like a hawk. He watching very intensely right here, too. Next, we got the outsider. Okay? Now, I don't know if she put him on the outside or checked him, or he always felt like an outsider. But then again, Jackie could have also felt like an outsider, so they could have bonded over that, okay, with this rainbow. So we got this rainbow kind of card with emotions all over the place because you're feeling like an outsider. Somebody feeling like an outsider ever since a child. Again, that's both of them. Jackie felt like that, because she in a family that with people that don't look like her, and I'm sure he felt like that too. Most incels do. Okay, felt like he was an outsider looking in. But then we got this fighting energy. Okay, somehow somebody put somebody on the outside. Somebody probably checked somebody, and then now we got this fighting energy. Now remember, at the beginning, he was working so hard, so intense for her because he had some type of motive, whether he knew it or not. He was working because she was beautiful, and he was just trying to impress. And I don't know if she checked him or what, or put him on the outside, or kind of made it so that, no, you need to recognize, this is business. That you don't interfere in my personal life. And baby, honey, he put that armor on, baby, and got fire mad. Okay, and we see fighting in the background too. Those 2 little clouds even back there fighting. It's like, girl. So a lot of energy that probably wasn't even said or spoken. A lot of intense energy around them. But then we got the celebration of 3 people again. There was some type of celebration. 3 people celebrating, communicating. 3 people with this blue. 3 people communicating and celebrating. Because he got the clear hint that you on the outside, you are just a manager. You're nothing more than just a manager, baby. Okay? And in his head, he started battling. A battle brewed in his head, and he put armor on. Okay? And then he started plotting with these 3 people. Okay? Then we got this maturity card here. All in his head. Okay? Need to grow up. He probably thought he won, honey. He probably called up a zillion banks. And telling the desperation got real. Okay? But yeah, I see him just, at first just being all about providing opportunities for her. That's why that pentacle was here. He was putting money in her pocket, and she was putting money in his pocket. So the ability was there until some wires got crossed, baby. Somebody made some type of comment, made her uncomfortable, and she had to check them. Okay? And who knows, DC could have probably checked them too. Okay, because it seemed like 2 men clouds back there fighting in his head or something, or maybe said something to each other. But the message was received, okay? And then he got with this 3-party energy, And they got the plotting, baby. Okay? Doing this mommy makeover. Now, girl, I'm going to have to leave him alone because I don't spend too much time on this man. But check out the part 2 because I'm going to go straight into it. I'm just going to end this video right here because there is somebody else that we're going to check into. There's a female. We're going to jump into her right now. So catch me on the next reading. I'll talk to you later. Bye.